For a leader that is going down the path of building a new building, the number one advice would be make it a spiritual endeavor, not a business plan. Even though building a building is something that goes on in all kind of different sectors, when you are doing it as building a church, you are stepping in to spiritual ground. And if your first step is not prayer and worship, you are mistaking what you are doing. You are building the kingdom of God. And so kingdom realities require kingdom postures. And we got to be on our knees and going after the heart of God.
And I think just walking by faith in it all, because there's things that we're in now going, should we have done this differently? Should we have approached it differently? But we've just got to trust that what we have is what we need and that we can use it for what God's calling us to do as He writes the story at Auburn Community Church.
You think of everything because it's just on paper, and then you see in the room, you're like, oh, this is great, but I would have done this different or that different. Really focus on your infrastructure. So what does my power look like? What does my network infrastructure look like? What does my rigging options look like? You can't just go in and make your ceiling be rated for more weight super easily, but you can always add additional lighting.
Second thing I would say is that there are people better than you at doing things that they're called to do. I think I felt the weight of the world on me to figure out things that are so far outside of my lane and expertise. And what I found on this journey is if you're open-handed with it and it doesn't have to be your thing, there's a lot of peace to be found on the journey because somebody is an expert at doing that one thing you desperately need. If you're humble enough to hand it off, God can do a miracle.